Nathan Griffith claims Janelle Evans and her ex abused son Kaiser and exposed him to drugs. The ex-fiancé of Teen Mom star Janelle Evans has made some shocking allegations about her ex-husband David Eason. Nathan Griffith sat down in an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun to talk about the kind of treatment that his son Kaiser, whom he shares with Janelle, received while in the care of her and David, claiming that the 10-year-old boy was abused and neglected by them. When they were younger, Kaiser told me Jace threw a rock and hit Ensley in the head and blamed Kaiser, and Kaiser got the living crap beat out of him for it, he told the U.S. Sun. If Kaiser did anything to Ensley, and this is how sick and demonic this stuff is. Ensley kept on messing with him and hitting him and pinching him, so Kaiser pinched her back. Ensley didn't get in trouble, but David supposedly reached around, pinched him as hard as he could, and made him bleed on the arm, and he has a scar on his shoulder from him, Nathan added. Kaiser told me David punched him in the face several times, Nathan added in his claims. He also believes that his son developed an underbite due to David punching the child in the jaw when he was 2. These aren't the first claims of abuse, as David is facing charges of child abuse and strangulation for an incident that took place in 2023 involving Janelle's eldest, Jace. The case was moved to Superior Court in January 2024, according to In Touch, via Yahoo Entertainment. They found enough evidence to take his case out of district court, where misdemeanors are held, and bring it to Superior. If you weren't so prideful, you should have left him in my care a long time ago, he said. Besides letting that monster put his hands on my son, which makes you a monster because you are allowing all this to happen. You're going to screw this kid over for the rest of his life, and you don't care. He then told the news outlet that the reason he called her a monster is because she was allowing that to happen to my son. Janelle denied ever witnessing the claims of abuse in a phone call she took with her manager, who is now her boyfriend, August Keene. Kaiser has an underbite because everyone in my family, my sister had an underbite, and it just needed to be fixed. So that is not true, and also other allegations about abuse. I've been checked out for abuse 70 times, she told the U.S. Sun. Nathan was involved with those cases, and he knows exactly what was brought up, and he knows exactly what happened, and so nothing happened. Denial is not the right word. Janelle is in the middle of things that she is unaware of, August interjected, per the U.S. Sun. Ultimately, she doesn't know 100% if David pinched Kaiser. She doesn't know that 1000%, so I don't think she's denying it. I think she's put in the middle of these things, and that's why David is facing child abuse charges as we speak. Like, if David did really do those things, he's facing the consequences now, August continued. I mean, the guy is in a ton of trouble. He's facing strangulation charges against Jace, and what goes around comes around. And I'm sure if she knew that 100%, she probably would have reacted the same way as she reacted towards the situation with Jace. In a previous interview with the U.S. Sun, Nathan revealed that he believes all of Janelle's children have been exposed to drugs. What gets me is if he ends up in jail, or ends up doing something serious, who's gonna get the blame? The parents can't get blamed, and that's what sucks. I'm gonna tell you, 99% of kids who get in trouble and kids who are a certain way are because of the parents, he said. So now my kid is gonna look like he's this bad kid, or this bad adult now, and it's not his fault. He's just trying to figure out life the best he knows, because of the tools that were given to him, and it's unfortunate. Trigger warning. This story contains mentions of domestic violence against children. Nathan Griffith is telling all about what allegedly happened to his son Kaiser during the years the now 10-year-old was living with his mother Janelle Evans and her soon-to-be ex-husband David Eason. In a bombshell interview with The Sun, published on Tuesday, the former Teen Mom 2 dad accused David of repeatedly physically abusing Kaiser. even claiming that David beat the living crap out of the boy if he did anything to hurt Ensley, the daughter Janelle and David share. Nathan also took aim at Janelle, stating that he has told his ex that she is a monster for allowing David to allegedly abuse Kaiser for years and not intervening. He also stated that Kaiser was neglected while he was living with the couple in North Carolina. Besides letting that monster put his hands on my son, which makes you a monster because you are allowing all this to happen. You're going to screw this kid over for the rest of his life, and you don't care, Nathan said in a text message sent to Janelle recently, which he shared with the Sun. David, who is currently facing criminal charges for child abuse and strangulation for a 2023 incident involving Janelle's oldest son Jace, has been publicly accused of abusing Kaiser by both Nathan and his mother Doris Davidson several times over the years. However, in his new interview with The Sun, Nathan provided specific incidents in which he said David physically abused Kaiser, enough to allegedly cause permanent damage, and Janelle allowed it. When they were younger, Kaiser told me Jace threw a rock and hit Ensley in the head, and Jace blamed Kaiser, and Kaiser got the living crap beat out of him for it, Nathan said, adding that David would allegedly get violent with Kaiser if he did anything to hurt Ensley, if Kaiser did anything to Ensley, and this is how sick and demonic this stuff is, Nathan said. Ensley kept on messing with him and hitting him and pinching him, so Kaiser pinched her back. Ensley didn't get in trouble, but David supposedly reached around, pinched Kaiser as hard as he could and made him bleed on the arm, and he has a scar on his shoulder from him. Kaiser told me David punched him in the face several times, Nathan added. This is why I was telling Janelle that she's a monster. She was allowing that to happen to my son. Nathan also made a disturbing claim about an incident he says happened when Kaiser was 2 years old. David reached around and punched him in the jaw, Nathan said, adding that he believes this is why Kaiser has an underbite. During that time, I didn't see Kaiser for 3 months. We kept on going over to her house trying to pick him up, but she kept on denying us, so we think his jaw got broken somehow, and that's why he had an underbite for the longest time. The Sun reached out to Janelle and her trusty manager/boyfriend/soulmate in training, August Keene, and the couple had a lot to say about Nathan's allegations. Kaiser has an underbite because everyone in my family, my sister had an underbite, and it just needed to be fixed. So that is not true, and also other allegations about abuse. I've been checked out for abuse 70 times, Janelle told The Sun. Nathan was involved with those cases, and he knows exactly what was brought up, and he knows exactly what happened, and so nothing happened. August then reportedly hopped into the phone conversation with The Sun to let everyone know that, despite the fact that Janelle had literally just denied that any abuse took place, she was not actually denying the abuse took place. Denial is not the right word, August said before laying down a very Farrah Speak-esque explanation. Janelle is in the middle of things that she is unaware of. Ultimately, she doesn't know 100% if David pinched Kaiser. She doesn't know that 1000%, so I don't think she's denying it. I think she's put in the middle of these things, and that's why David is facing child abuse charges as we speak. And I'm sure if she knew that 100%, she probably would have reacted the same way as she reacted towards the situation of David allegedly abusing Jace, he added. Just a reminder, after David was accused of getting physically violent with Jace in 2023 and strangling him, Janelle vehemently defended David for months. Janelle insinuated that David was charged due to something related to Jace's mental health instead of David's actions, and claimed Jace/cops/her mom Barbara were leading the, to quote Janelle directly, smearing campaign against David. Janelle was, indeed, present during David's alleged assault on Jace, but did not intervene. August, who obviously isn't well versed on his Janelle antics, then wrongly claimed that Janelle was the one who filed the charges of child abuse against David. You could see she filed charges against David for child abuse because that was a little more apparent to her, he told The Sun. It was the state of North Carolina that filed the charges, not Janelle. In fact, Janelle was working hard for months to get the charges dismissed against David, and slamming authorities for charging David instead of Jace. When The Sun pointed out that August had his facts wrong, he attempted to correct his blunder. What I meant is that she's not protecting David. Let me correct myself. She's not protecting David against anything, he said. The Sun then directly asked Janelle if she had ever witnessed David hurt Kaiser or any of her children. Janelle replied, "No, never." In his own interview with The Sun, Nathan stated that he fears Kaiser, and the rest of Janelle's kids, will end up being a menace to society, something Nathan says he knows a lot about. "I'm gonna tell you, 99% of kids who get in trouble and kids who are a certain way are because of the parents," he said, adding that, when he's not getting love and attention, he gets in trouble. "So now my kid is gonna look like he's this bad kid, or this bad adult now, and it's not his fault. He's just trying to figure out life the best he knows, because of the tools that were given to him, and it's unfortunate." Nathan's statements come just 2 days after Janelle's sister Ashley Evans Wilson called the fired Teen Mom star out for her poor parenting, while also stating that the system has failed all of Janelle's children by not helping them. Janelle has not yet responded to Ashley's statements. Teen Mom stars Kathleen Lowell and Tyler Baltiera's new business has been revealed. Tyler has been on OnlyFans, and the couple have penned a book. Yet, this is something new but somewhat familiar for them that could help generate a decent income. It has been a struggle for Kathleen Lowell and Tyler Baltiera since they first appeared on 16 and Pregnant. They were pregnant teens but wanted to give their baby more than what they had. Therefore, they put their daughter, Carly, up for adoption, and she went to an amazing family. More so, it was open so they were able to keep in touch with Brandon and Teresa Davis. Unfortunately, Kate and Tyler never got over giving Carly up, and it has haunted them ever since. What has made it even harder is Brandon and Teresa have since blocked Caitlyn. The visits with Carly were shown on the 16 and Pregnant spinoff, Teen Mom. She was able to attend Tyler and Kate's wedding and meet her siblings, Nova, Veda, and Raya. Yet, there came a point where Carly's adoptive parents decided Kate and Tyler would not have their yearly visit. That caused Kathleen to go on a social media rampage, and eventually, she was cut off from Carly. Both she and Tyler have had their say, and it is about to continue on a different platform and in a new format. According to Tim_Chatter, Kathleen Lowell and Tyler Baltiera did a photo shoot. It appears to be one for a podcast. However, a while back, they had been in talks to do one for Teen Mom alum, Kaylin Lowry's network. At least, she would drop hints that this would be a possibility. Now, it seems that it is coming to fruition, and it made its way to Reddit. So, were fans excited about this prospect, or are they over the couple? It did not look too promising for the duo, who tried to launch their own spin-off almost a decade ago. After Teen Mom fans saw that Kathleen Lowell and Tyler Baltiera may be doing a podcast, they did not have the kindest things to say. Well, if their dedication to accomplishing anything in the past is any indication, we're looking at 4 podcasts total, maybe. What will they talk about? How to get tire marks out of thumbs. Another failed podcast venture, great. There's no way they would do this longer than one 10-minute episode. Others felt it would be a way to speak out to Carly. Knowing them, the only reason they are even entertaining this is to be sure Carly knows the truth. It'll be titled Carly Come Home. Teen Mom star Massey Bocout's son, Bentley, recently turned 16. In order to mark this milestone, Massey gifted him a new dream car. She updated her fans about the birthday celebration and gift, leaving many fans in disbelief. They are shocked to find babies from the TLC series have grown up, and Bentley is old enough to drive a car. This milestone sparked mixed reactions from fans and critics alike. It is clear that Mottie's lavish gift choice for his son had many fans plenty to say. Most of them shared their snarky comments on the post regarding the matter. Longtime viewers, who have followed the cast since 16 and pregnant, have certainly fueled the conversation on social media. Read on to find out what they are saying about Mottie's birthday gift to Bentley. Teen Mom alum and mother of 3, Mossy Bookhout, recently celebrated her son, Bentley's 16th birthday with friends. She held the event at night at Windstone Golf Club in Georgia. In fact, the proud mom teamed up with the club to create a glow-in-the-dark birthday bash. With the sun setting in the evening, Bentley and his friends enjoyed the driving range. All of them played with light-up golf balls, targets, and clubs. So, in the background of the golf course, there was a large LED sign displaying Benny 16. This was next to a tall blue balloon arch. On Monday, October 21, Mossy gave a sneak peek of the celebration through an Instagram reel. Both she and Glow Golf Company captioned the reel, "A birthday party to remember." Mossy Bookhout gifted his beloved son, Bentley, a brand new blue Jeep on his 16th birthday. So, after the Teen Mom star shared the pictures of the grand birthday celebration in the golf club, Mottie posted multiple reels of her epic gift. It is Bentley's first car as a teen. In the post, some of the Teen Mom fans had a hard time believing that Bentley is a grown-up boy now. Others are uncertain about the appropriateness of Mottie's gift for his teen son. In a Reddit thread, fans discussed their concerns for the same. For them, Mottie's decision to gift Bentley the Jeep wasn't a right move. Well, one fan said that they got a second-hand car when they were 16 on their birthday. Another one remarked, "He paid for it. His mom has been exploiting him since he was born." On a positive note, there are a few comments which highlighted Mottie's gift choice. The comments pointed out how responsible Bentley appears as a teenager.